For my project, I chose Ken Duncan. He was born in Mildura, Victoria, Australia, and he grew up in several country towns. He became interested in photography when he was around 11. He graduated high school and went on to being a technical representative for Australia's photography supply house. He was very interested in panoramic pictures and used panoramic shots to take pictures of landscapes. When he was around 25, he moved to Sydney, Australia. He then left Sydney to travel around Australia to photograph landscapes. He also published several books. One of the full one of the books was full of pictures that he took, which was called The Last Frontier. He was then awarded a medal of the Order of Australia for his landscape and art photography. This was a photo that Ken Duncan took, and I thought it was a cool photo because the mountains go right around the shore and the penguins just continue the line going around the shore. Um, I also really like the smog in the background because you can see it just enough to go on the top of the mountain, but then there's parts of the mountain that aren't covered by it. So I thought it was a really good addition to the photo. The next photo, I tried to recreate this one and keep the streamline of the shore covered with objects. So for this photo, I, like the other photo, I tried to take a picture of something that covered the shoreline. And so the docks for the boats I thought worked, and they went around the street, the outside of the lake. And then there's more landscape in the background with houses and trees and things filling in the rest of the background. I thought this photo was really interesting because the water was really a good color in contrast with the boats, and the sunlight was hitting the boats to make them like a little orange. And I thought the orange and blue contrast really brought out the boats. Also, the buildings in the background I think are a really good addition behind the boats, and I think it just looks really nice. So I tried to recreate the other photo, and so I had the water and the docks lined up on the water line, and then I took the picture of the houses behind it, and I thought the photo style looked similar to the one that Ken Duncan took, and how there's things behind the water line and the whole background is covered. This is another picture that Ken Duncan took, and I just really like the color contrast in this one, and I really like how the lake, the river goes through the trees and all the way down to the city, and I really like how the clouds are and the skyscrapers. And I mainly just really like this photo because it's so filled with all these cool looking things, and I just think it's really interesting. So when I tried to recreate that photo, I came up with this one. Since the other photo was very busy and filled with different things, I thought I would try to make a lot of things out of this photo. I took a picture of the tree on the right hand side and all the houses in the background, the docks, some of the boats, the water, and the sky. And I also put some clouds in there just like Ken Duncan did. So for this photo, I thought he did a really good job because I really like the color contrast, and the line of the bridge going into the water is really attractive to the eye, and I just really like that in this photo. For this photo, it's definitely way different from the one before, but I thought the main part that I was trying to show in Ken Duncan's photo was the horizon line, and I think that it looked really good, and the comparison between the sky and the horizon line was big, and I thought it looked good. Again, this is another one with a really nice horizon line, and I really liked the lighting and how the tree was a little reddish, and I just liked the look of this photo. I thought this photo was kind of similar to the one that Ken Duncan took because of the horizon line. I thought there was a big contrast in that, and the sun shining right above it kind of hit the water like it did in the other photo, and I thought it made the water shine. That was my video on Ken Duncan, and I hoped you enjoyed it.